Liv Morgan gonna win the women's Money in the Bank this year, and that's all I'm gonna say.
You don't believe that.
Liv Morgan to do, man. You want her to?
I want her to beat competition. That's what I want. He hasn't been convincing at all. She was getting her ass beat by Becky Lynch, ass beat by Rhea Ripley.
Becky Lynch had to cheat to beat her. They literally bring that up in the story. No, come back here. No. You not finna rain on my Liv Morgan parade, dog.
Let's move on.
No, we not moving on. No.
Y'all ain't see that. Y'all ain't see that.
Homie, I'm leading the way. DG on top. How about you keeping the lane? Stay them away. I don't fear my ops. Better with me, I'ma stay. Kick up my feet on the plane. Homie, I'm leading the way.
Look at that, man. Hold on, one longer than the other one. Pause. Yeah, it's a fail. So you get the idea.
That is a way to start off this show. A beautiful way to start off this show.
Look, man. You seen about that wrestling nightclub that they got going?
Wrestling nightclub?
Yeah, it's like they got like bloodline like shots you can take. Like that's the name of the drink. Like it's like bloodline shots.
Let's not do this. Let's not.
I mean, it's true. I'm just asking. You know how I know you is on the night scene. I just thought maybe it'd be something you'd be intrigued by.
Bro, no. My night scene revolves around Bible study. Literal Bible study. Literal. Oh, see,
that's what I like to hear.
You know what's disrespectful? You want to know what I think is the disrespectfulest thing in the world?
No.
Thumb.
Oh, you must not like Solo Sikoa then. Because
I'm telling you.
He wraps his up.
Right, yeah,
keep his stuff protected, man.
Hey, guess what? I just got a new car. Somebody hit you with that thumb. Man, get the hell about it. I don't even want to talk to you.
Dang, this dude, man.
Yeah, because at this point in time, I just feel like you don't care. You just gave me the thumb. So it's just like it is what it is. I'll be a little hurt. Hey, look at that. We have our first texter that wasn't Justin. No, it's a bunch of Devin. What's your response to this? It looks like you getting called out here.
If I'm getting called out, I ain't scared. Even if it is some ghouly ghosts and whatnot, ain't nobody afraid. We far away from Halloween, so.
We far away from Halloween. Well, you know what? I was wondering why this looks weird. How come you on the left side? Are you hosting today? Are you hosting?
Not today, but I was gonna alert you of it, but I thought I looked pretty cool over here for a minute.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You can stay over
there. Hey, it's like we walk into the car. Who are you driving to? Like.
Look, you know what? You can stay there. I ain't even hating. I ain't even gonna hate on you no more. It is what it is. But look, we do gotta get into the show. I'm like, cause we definitely gonna be running out of time, and we just keep because as we usually do. But look, man. Hello all and welcome to the Heel Turn Podcast. I'm your host Isaiah Jackson Jr. Devin Lee Crimes and his little Mickey titles. Devin, how you doing today?
The Mickey titles? What are you talking about? These are prestigious. I got these straight from the last people that had it. Like they was, sweaty and hurt. And
yeah. Let me put you. Yeah. Who were the last people? What was the last tag team to hold those two belts individually? Who were the last people to retire them?
I'm falling apart here. I want to say, was it like Jer? No, it wasn't. It wasn't. We said Jericho earlier, but it wasn't. I don't think
we were talking about it. But to be honest, I don't even know. Like I'm giving you a name. You could have said anybody. I would have been like, oh.
Like I remember some tag teams that held it, but I'm like, yes. Look, I've been so used to the quarters and dimes tag team championship so long that I forgot who had
Quarters
these.
and dimes. I ain't never heard that. You
That's
making
what
me
they
look
look
it up.
like. With no,
Quarters
the
and
first one was
dimes.
pennies. But I
That
don't know. Was it like I know like the Miz and John Morrison had them.
the first one.
Carlito and his Carlito and Primo had them at one point. I thought.
You messed up for that. Carlito went to. You messed up for that. You should have had that name
How?
off the rip. You disrespected that man heavily.
How long he been?
This
You know, well, because like it ain't like Carlito just showed up on NXT the other day, so he go fresh in my mind. When's the last time I seen Primo? Besides
that should tell
SmackDown
you a
versus
lot.
Raw
That should tell
2011.
that should tell you the disrespect from both parties. That should tell you the disrespect.
Yeah, sometimes it's just gonna have to if they feel like that. Just like how you feel about the thumb, it is what it is.
You
No
don't have to
offense
do that.
intended.
No offense intended, but the offense is there. Look, we have Justin sliding in. He says, "What's good, fellas? What's good, Justin?" We also got him coming in and says a wrestling themed nightclub sounds awesome. If there's not a ring in there, then it's a complete ripoff. Look, Justin, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm trying to have my kid's room. Like, I want to have his bed, like his mattress. You seen the pictures, like the memes? I want his bed as like an actual ring. So if I'm like, hey son, like you don't gotta do dishes, but you gotta catch me in this one-on-one, son. No holds barred. What you mean? Like it is what it is. That's the only way you can get out of doing dishes tonight. You feel me?
See, imagine him growing up saying this story. When I was growing up, my father told me if I wanted to wash the dishes, if I didn't want to wash the dishes, I had to wrestle him. Like that's gonna put a big chip on his shoulder, man. He gonna be like, man, my dad made me wrestle him, man, just to not wash dishes, man. I'm a dog.
It's gonna be crazy when my son he rolls off his mattress, then he waking up from a good nap. He sees Lois. You ever see that meme Lois Griffin where she like flying in mid? That's gonna be me, off the top,
Yeah,
off the top rope.
That's
My
like what's his
dog.
name on NXT?
On NXT, exactly. That boy
I forgot his
flew.
name.
It scared the living hell out of me. And somebody on Twitter said, so when they flung Darby Allin, that was dangerous. But what do you call this? I'm like, safe. I was like,
It really
safer than
was.
what Darby Allin went through. Darby Allin, literally powerhouse Hobbs and Buddy held him by his arms and legs. Literally no protection, and then he spun around. Like, bro, come on now. Something was gonna hurt. Like something was gonna hurt. Then Justin's also slides through. He says DX had them as well, but they ended up only having one Raw and one SmackDown tag titles at one point. Then he says, have a match in the middle of the club and the loser buys shots for everyone in there. That's true. That's true as well. Devin,
Them bloodline shots.
this is something that I don't think it's embarrassing, but even on I think it was high school, when we graduated high school, the graduation party, me and Devin actually, they was like, oh, you guys know how to wrestle? I'm like, yeah, we know how to wrestle. And we tried to put on a wrestling match, and I think I tried to hit a leapfrog, and Devin just didn't move. Like, you just kind of stood there, and I think I landed on you. Is my memory right?
You know, I think so because I just have a bad history with leapfrogs because that's what happened to me when I trained for like 2 hours a few years ago.
Yeah, like,
So
it was
yeah,
before we trained. Like we had the pretty much we locked up. You had me in the headlock. That was good. We put you to the ropes, flung you over. You jumped over me, and then I tried to jump over, and you just stopped in the middle. Like what the hell? Like, what was this?
let's just say I was pretty green, and this is why they say do not try this at home and at the park anywhere.
Oh, Justin! Look at bro. This is the coldest response ever, bro. This is the coldest response ever. So I told him about the botch that me and you did. He says should have turned it into a cold red. Missed opportunity there.
See,
Oh, that's so cold. That's so you right, Justin.
see, we was green, man.
See, man.
No,
That's why Justin.
we just need to need the PC.
Yeah, man. No, the boss is the booker, man. He's the booker, man. I'm telling you, he would have had us. He would have had us on point. Justin would have destroyed his kneecaps, yelling at us like this.
He would have did the visiting. What the hell?
What are you guys doing? This is a high school graduation event. He's like just charging to us, like. But we haven't talked about wrestling at all yet. It's been 10 minutes. Like and that's crazy because I do that at work too. And we supposed to be talking about sports and we talked about like movies and stuff and even wrestling too. But we look, Devin. or T? 3,
T.
2. Tony Khan. We're talking about Tony Khan here. And look, man, Tony Khan had a fun time on Twitter just recently. Justin says, "Gotta go pure Kevin Nash and tear my quad." Nah, see, that's the last thing I would, because of like, because if I'm in, like, imagine having a match with Justin. You're like, bro, man, we're gonna be the tag team champions. All we gotta do is just last 10 minutes in this match. Justin does like 90% of the work. He's putting in all the effort. And the one time he injures himself is when he turns over to try and tag you. Yo, why? I'm 6'7".
You're like, man, been trying to carry this whole match.
Right, and Devin's like, bro, man, nah, you gonna hit that 50 Cent. What you tagging me for?
Tagging
What you
me.
tagging me for? Oh, wow, but, oh, well, dang, Tony Khan. Yeah,
TK.
Jesus Christ, Devin. I'm blaming you on that one, Devin. Because the listener's never wrong. The viewer is never wrong. We gotta talk about Tony Khan, man. He claims there was a double standard for his reaction to Jinder Mahal's WWE title shot. So if you haven't seen it, you definitely live under a rock completely. So Tony Khan took to Twitter or X, whatever the hell you want to call it right now. He had to air out some of his frustrations because he called a double standard to what was happening in WWE compared to what's going on in AEW. And he compared it to Jinder Mahal getting the title opportunity despite having no wins in a year, while a recent Hook call out of AEW World Champion Samoa Joe revealed online outrage. And Tony Khan goes, a double standard. Hook, 28-1, career record on winning streaks, calls out the champ. A logical challenge sparks outrage online. Jinder has literally lost every single match he's in for the past year. Immediately gets a title shot. Where's the rage? Hashtag AEW Dynamite tomorrow on TBS. And so
Tonight,
AEW Dynamite. And so it also follows up with, well, Devin, let me get your thoughts on it. What's your thoughts on Tony Khan's response to just, first off, just calling that a double standard, which, quite frankly, he's defending his brand. Do you have a problem with it?
I just feel like he need to put his phone down. So I would say I do have a problem with it because there's other fish that he could be frying. Because when people wanted questions and answers from him, you just didn't hear anything. I can't comment on that. But like all you doing is admitting that you really, watching the other competition's product. Like how would you know that Jinder Mahal ain't won a match in a year if you so focused on your own 3 shows you got to do and everything else that's on your plate? So I mean, that's the thing. He keep outing himself like it's not okay when they do it. It's like, why don't you focus on what's in your house, man? Because it ain't clean in there. That's like you got socks and stuff all over the floor. You want to come in my room talking about stuff I look like this. Look at your room, man. Or your space, wherever you are. Your car, your desk at work. The table, your favorite table at the restaurant. Like, look at yourself.
Well, first off,
that's all I'm saying.
The last thing I want to do is go in Devin Lee Crimes' room. First off, just to throw it out.
What? You gonna find extravagant things in there?
That's the problem. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna find. It's like a mystery box. It's like you don't know what you're gonna get walking in there.
It's a mystery.
I'm like, man, Devin, what's this? She's like, man, that's a surprise tool. We're gonna find out later.
Yeah.
But even
like I'm Doctor Strange.
Like you, Devin, like, hold on, bro. I can get rid of this clean. I can get rid of this mess. It's like you just portal it from outside. You portal it from outside, from like off your bed to like underneath, like from off your floor to underneath your bed.
Like I'm Andy.
Your bed just like gets higher and higher. It's like some cartoons.
See, man.
Justin says, I almost called him Jinder. Justin goes on to say, the whole Tony Khan, Jinder Mahal situation is a double-edged sword. And I mean, let me finish off the rest of the story because it continues. But wait, there's more. Tony Khan also posted after the USA Network said, what was the cage match rating? After they were pretty much trolling themselves, talking about the match between Jinder Mahal and Seth Rollins. Because Raj Giri posted and said, these guys do have history. Seth Rollins defeated Jinder Mahal in the tournament finals to become the first NXT champion. USA Network said, well, what was the cage match ratings? Like, keep, just laughing. And Tony Khan says, a moral victory for USA is one win more than their world title challenger Jinder Mahal has in the last 364 days. because it's literally been a full year since he's won a match. You really put AEW in our place getting Jinder Mahal in a big match on your TV show. Do it more often. And so obviously, then he gets into a spat with Eric Bischoff, and it's just nothing but a bunch of memes. Let's talk. Let's be honest. These guys are grown men, bro. Grown men tweeting at each other and throwing out gifs, clown emojis, bro. Come on now. Like let's be real here. But um, do you see it being a double standard? Like, do you think Tony Khan has a point? Like, even if he shouldn't have lashed out, even though he should have somebody else be saying it, do you still think Tony Khan has a point?
I say he does have a point, but at the same time, I mean, look, you can't argue with the facts. Jinder Mahal is a former, world champion. If we being factual, like, I mean, however you feel about it, you can feel however you want. It's still a fact. It's in a book somewhere. It's in that book you be quizzing me on. Um, I mean, really, sometimes people complain with his booking because it's like he'll have somebody that you just ain't seen in forever. You forgot they was even with the company. Then they pop up and stare at somebody for 2 minutes. Now they in a title match, and it's like, man, why you be having these tournaments and these classics and continental stuff? And somebody can just walk in, and I mean, look, I get what he's saying, but at the same time, it's just like focus on your stuff. There you go. I mean, granted, you making a comment back to a social media of the network that WWE is on. Not actually, like I can see Triple H said something. Anybody. But it was somebody who work at USA and you fighting with them. That's like some Triple H fight with somebody at TBS. Really? It's childish.
See, but let me tell you something. Tony Khan he picks and chooses battles. Now, me and you, Justin, guys that love wrestling, we don't care about viewership. So, if it's on TV, we gonna watch it. But you hear Tony Khan just went silent about ratings, right? Tony Khan don't mention ratings anymore. He was loud and proud about it, a week, months ago? And now you don't hear a single word from it. Now, that's not here nor there. I'm just saying that in terms of Tony being vocal. We don't care about ratings. If it's on TV, we gonna watch it. But he's picking and choosing his battles. And quite frankly, yeah, like you're saying, bro, just mind your business, man. Mind your business. You have something good going on here, man. You can definitely, and it can be a whole lot better. So let's be honest. This devil storyline is kind of, it's not dudded. It still has a whole lot of potential. It's just a matter of just waiting and seeing what's going on. But you have so much to work with. You should have time to worry about WWE and what's going on across the street. So I definitely agree with what you said. Justin says, should Jinder be getting a world title match? No. Hell no. I'm gonna throw that in there for you, Justin. Hell no. No. He didn't earn it. But Tony isn't innocent in the whole thing either. Look at how many times he's had people in title matches that hasn't earned it. That's 100% facts. And he goes on to also say, Tony never should have moved away from the ranking system, and he wouldn't have made himself look like a hypocrite. Oh, but I feel like that's... Here's the problem with Tony Khan and I think WWE. Because I feel like Tony Khan has this thing where it's like, okay, I want to make everybody happy. Everything's gonna make sense. It's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna give everybody what they want. Pops 2 count. You kick out. Everybody's kicking out at 2.5, 2 3/4 actually. Like it's gonna be a great match all around. WWE has the type of booking and match types where it's just like, and it was because they were the only competition at the time. And you can disagree with me if I'm wrong, but I feel like WWE books like, hey, we're here to put on a show. You're here to watch it. If you don't like it, go to hell. It's just like they could care less if you dislike it or not. They don't care, what's going on. Hell, Vince McMahon, we've been watching crap booking for almost close to 7 years when Vince McMahon took over. John Cena went part-time and everything just started kind of falling down. I added that John Cena thing. But, everything just started falling apart. And so there was a time, and I still think that we're still in that WWE time where they are just going to book whatever they want, and if you don't like it, it is what it is. Go watch something else. Oh, wait, you can't. At that point in time, you couldn't. Go watch Impact. That's all it was. And so WWE doesn't really see AEW, I believe, as competition. They do, obviously, but they're not taking them seriously. So they're going to book whatever they want. They don't care about the Twitter reaction. They don't care about comments. They'll give us what we want because we react, but they're not gonna push the needle. They're not gonna respond to us on social media, and they're not gonna try to pretty much scramble and do everything to give us what we want. Sometimes it's just like, hey, you take it and you gonna like it. Am I tweaking here? Am I just speaking too much?
No, that's exactly how WWE is. I mean, you don't see, like I said, figures in their company coming out saying, "Oh, based on the cage match rating or based on, you don't hear all that chatter of, how of 5 stars and things like that with WWE. Not that often, and it's not really a focus that you hear in terms of people conversating about a WWE match. It's just people look at these matches and this product just differently, and that's just the way how each company carries it. So, whereas you got one company that's just like you said, like, hey, look, we putting this and that together, whether you like it or not. This is what we want to do. We may bend up a little bit for you, but not every time. That's about it. That's you hit the nail on the head.
Justin also says Tony's big issue is that he's focusing on great wrestling only and not telling stories. And is it really great wrestling though? I can
Well,
say he's focused on great wrestlers, but in terms
we'll
of the
see.
wrestling and what's going on, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I mean, I was like, that's the thing. That's why it's confusing because, like, even when you hear him at every like media scrum, he'll never say like, "Oh, we have these, these personalities and these great stories that we're trying to show and tell during these matches." It's always like we just want to give people great wrestling and we just want to make them know the wrestling's great. And I'm like, there got to be more than that because I could watch somebody wrestle all day, but who am I gonna cheer for? Who am I gonna boo? If somebody does a low blow, does that fit with how they operate in the ring? And it's like that's the thing. They always want to dismiss the psychology, but I'm like, that's what makes the magic. You can't just go out there and just do whatever and have no type of illusion behind it. Because what is it then?
I'm gonna kind of relate this to shout out to the basketball fans, but like that's another thing wrong with AEW. It's like the new age style of wrestling where it's just like, hey, it's free flowing. It doesn't have to be structured. Just watch great wrestling, which is fine in some cases, in most cases. But when you have, and I'm talking in terms of basketball, you ever heard the term positionless basketball? Oh, that man's playing positionless basketball. That's only limited
Yeah.
to certain people. Giannis can play positionless because he can play every position. LeBron can play every position. Steph Curry can't play center. Like Damian Lillard can't play center. So there's certain guys. So in saying that, reverting it back to wrestling, they're saying that, oh, well, there is free flowing. We don't need a heel and baby face. Sometimes it does work. Other times it's just like, this, we don't know who to cheer for. We don't know what's going on. And quite frankly, we done lost the plot. It's like we done lost the plot in this whole thing because I'm confused. And I'm sorry if I confuse somebody with this example, but like at the end of the day, I still feel like Tony Khan and AEW still need to find an identity. I felt like they had an identity. It didn't work in the beginning, which is kind of one of the reasons why I believe Cody left, because he realized, okay, you guys want to F around, So he was like, you guys just want to play around and tickle each other. I think I want to leave. It's like, I think I want to get up out of here.
I think I want to go.
Now, yeah, it's like, I think I want to go because I feel like AEW is more, I won't call it all friends wrestling. I wouldn't go that far, but I will say it's one of those things where it's like they love wrestling and they love each other. So they love to work with each other, and they don't want any outside. And then I don't want to think of AEW like that either. And you please stop me, because I'm trying to get myself out of this hole of trying to think about AEW in a positive light. But Tony Khan makes it hard, man.
Exactly. Like I said, I try to give in and go, you know what, let me give them time. But it's just the stuff they say, and it's just like when you ask, like, oh, who's the heel or the face? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's up to you. And I'm like, well, what if somebody that doesn't really know what's going on just sees it? How am I supposed to tell them? Oh, who is he? I don't know. It's really up to how you feel about it. What kind of stuff is that? I mean, it's deep into any type of media or any type of sport, even. Like, most people, like, why would they root for this team? I don't know. They beat my team last year. There's a story right there. Why you hate this team? Why you want to root for, hey, come, watch the Lakers with me. Why? Because I hate the Celtics. It's simple. That's why I hate when they sit there and go, well, it's up to you to decide. You can only do that route if people are familiar and already invested in these people. When The Rock and Stone Cold had their third match at WrestleMania, it really didn't matter who was a good guy or bad guy because you already know these guys. You've been through a lot with them in terms of watching the product. So Stone Cold could have just hit him with a low blow or something. We'll go, man, it's just personal or something then, because it's not like we're trying to establish their characters and their personalities because it's already been there. They try to just bring somebody we don't know and say, oh, you don't need to know what his motivations are. You don't need to know what his personality is. You don't need to know if he wants to cheat or not. He just wants to wrestle. It's just as bland as it gets. It's like eating chicken with no seasoning on it.
Yes, and I think that's crazy because we have so many examples about this Tony Khan situation. Justice summed it up in one text. Justice literally summed it up in one text. He goes, Tony's main objective always seemed like it was to be the alternative. And he moved so far from that and basically become what he hates, a carbon copy of Vince McMahon booked wrestling. Right there. Like, right there.
Pretty much.
That's
The AEW is kind of,
bars, brother.
you don't know nothing about that.
No, yeah, man. And, I mean, yeah, it's only getting worse. So, I will give him one thing. That media scrum, I think it's definitely cleaned up. Because the media scrum, as soon as Tony Khan sat down, okay, Chris Jericho, hey, about Chris Jericho, like, a lot of reporters are scared to, like, actually get that controversial and upfront about everything. So, it's better than, hey, guys, we need to all clap, stand on our feet, and clap for Bryan Danielson. Because what he has done for wrestling and everything that he's done for my life, and if he could just unzip his pants right now, so like he's just so trite. Like the reporters were so, what's the word? They were suck ups, to be honest. Let's be honest. Like they wasn't asking any tough questions. It was they wanted to be Tony Khan's friend. I feel like the media scrums now they're a whole lot more professional. Guys get straight to the point, and I love it. Love to see it.
Professionalism.
Devin, we gotta talk about this because I watched this, bro, and well, all of us watched it, obviously. But like, I was like, this is disgusting, man. You seen when Chris Jericho came out, right? After the Sammy Guevara Ricky Starks match, Big Bill beating upon Sammy Guevara. Chris Jericho comes out, and Judas is playing throughout the whole time. Now that's the crazy part about this whole thing. He didn't get booed. He definitely got a nice ovation. He got cheered. But they played Judas throughout that whole time. He went into for the save, and obviously that was to blink out whatever was getting chanted, whatever was getting cheered. Devin, would you? How do you feel about that? Before I ask you that question, how do you feel about that Chris Jericho situation, that instance?
Well, that's the thing. We keep saying we want him off TV, and Tony just don't want to do that. And it's really just like look, it's already he tainted right now. Like it's bad JoJo around him, and you just leaving him on TV and nobody knows exactly any type of concrete anything.
Right.
It just makes an awkward situation where it's just you could just avoid it. He hasn't said anything. Tony ain't said anything, and it's just like, well, what we supposed to do? Just forget about it? Like, boy, what's going on? And for them to keep playing the music, like they scared of what kind of reaction they'll get, that speaks volumes as well. Because why are you scared? If you gonna bring them out there and feel like, well, we ain't got nothing to be afraid of, go out there. If they boo you, then who cares? We'll turn you into a heel. But that's what I'm saying.
With those allegations.
Well, I'm saying, but I feel like I'm playing like this. If they want to put them on TV where they're just like, well, what are we afraid of? Let's go on, in this match. I know we don't want to take out this program. Go ahead. If they feel so froggy in that instance, is what I'm saying. I mean, if it was something there, then why is he on TV? Like, it would be contradictory because you got Tony Khan talking about other people's allegations, and here's one guy here with one, and you're not doing anything. You make it seem like, well, if it was here, it wouldn't happen. This is the safest place in the world. This place is safer than Disneyland. And I'm just like, okay, well, you going to do something about that? You going to give us any type of address of that? Anything? So you can back up this safest place in the world?
How hard is it to just be like, hey, man, these allegations came out. Apparently, Kylie Ray did respond to it. So I'm not saying that I'm taking her side. I'm not saying I'm taking your side, but now is not the best time for you to be on TV. Take a month off. Literally, take a month off. How hard is that, Tony? But Chris Jericho, like, he's gonna drop the rating. Ain't nobody turning on AEW to watch Chris Jericho in 2024, even in 2023. Oh damn, AEW, I miss AEW. I wanted to see Chris Jericho. Ain't nobody said that. Nobody said that. Maybe when AEW first started, but nobody is missing Chris Jericho when he leaves. Now they're missing MJF. We won't see MJF for a minute. We won't see Kenny Omega for a minute. That's you want to see them back. Ain't nobody crying to see Chris. Ain't nobody even Chris Jericho don't sell tickets anymore unless it's for music. Other than that, no. At the end of the day, now there are people that will see Chris Jericho that will go out and see Chris Jericho. Devin, would you pay money if Chris Jericho was the main event? Like if it was just a bunch of no names and Chris Jericho, like would you go?
No. I'd take a nap.
If it was like a bunch of no names and like Seth Rollins, yes. A bunch of no names, hell, Drew McIntyre, sure, hell yeah, why not? I could keep going on and on. A bunch of no names in MJF. Let me go to AEW. Bunch of no names in MJF. Bunch of no names in Powerhouse Hobbs. I love Powerhouse Hobbs. I'll go see Warlow, Adam Cole. I'll definitely go see Adam Cole. I ain't. Oh, move. I gotta see Chris Jericho. Man, get the hell up out of here, man.
Break the walls down.
Yeah, break the wall. Yeah, break the walls down. Chris Jericho coming here. No, we gotta. You want to make the list? You want to make the list? You'll make the list if you don't get the hell up out of my face. Like, bro, come on now. Ain't nobody focus on Chris Jericho. But Justice says it's pathetic on how AEW just tiptoes around the whole Jericho situation. It's almost like Tony Khan is just trying to avoid more drama, but he's making himself look more like a complete fool in the process. He also continues by saying, "Said it before, and I'll continue to say it. AEW is past the point of needing Chris Jericho." Justice said that last week, and he's stamping on it now. He's standing on it now.
Business.
Yeah, I forgot how to do the sign language. That no business. I forgot to do it. But, man, look. Yeah, look, they don't need Chris Jericho, man. Chris Jericho's just a waste of space, man. At this point in time, he's just an annoyance.
In time, because that's the thing. He'll be in a program with somebody, and they be in the same spot they were before they left out of it. Look at Ricky Starks. Look at that one guy who came in. What was his name? It was like Action somebody. He came in, and for some reason, people were just buy. I think that was it. People was behind him and everything. And then what happened after that? It just, I'm not going to say entirely Chris Jericho. That could be also with the booking. But Chris Jericho is the common denominator with it. So no, he need to just literally, I don't know why AEW can't just do, man, let's do a concerto and just tell you go home for a minute, man. Let's just turn your head into a pancake and you can go on about your business.
That's exactly what I would do. No. I like that. Here. I would tell Chris Jericho exactly that. All right, bro. We're going to concerto you. If we get a standing ovation in this building, you're going to be gone for at least 3 months until this whole thing gets resolved. If everybody's crying and booing and I see babies, getting stomped out because they're so upset, then okay, sure. We'll bring you back within 2 weeks because we're AEW. We're superheroes. We can regenerate with quickness. Like,
I'd be surprised if they use that to even write them off. They can kick out of 2 at a concerto now.
Right, yeah, kick out at exactly. So it's like that's what I would do. I'd be like, Chris Jericho, we're gonna put you out in the worst way, and if we get a stand and know if people are cheering, then yeah, you're gonna be going for a minute, my brother. I'm sorry.
End up using real glass on you.
End up really using. Hey, there goes, nice segue, man, because we actually got DJ Woo Kid side of the story because he said he witnessed a very intense brawl at AEW All In. It said he was at the event to be a part of Swerve Strickland's entrance. So this was his quote right here. You already know what happened in the back. It was a straight brawl city. So I'm not gonna talk about it. It was blood and killing and death. So he says Woo Kid continued to say that a big guy backstage, who he perceived to be Hawaiian looking, started rallying the roster after the altercation. He was likely referring to Samoa Joe, although I cannot confirm. He says, and this I'm gonna say this word. I'm gonna say this word for word. I don't know how he talked, but I'm gonna say this word for word. The shit that's crazy is there was a yelling moment where he was like, "Yo, fuck this shit. This our moment, and everybody get the fuck out of here and do your shit." And I was like, I don't even know how to wrestle. But I was about to go out there. It was very intense, man. I will always respect the wrestler after I saw that. And so he's pretty much just saying Samoa Joe rallied the crowd, got them all hyped up, and he said there was a lot of blood. And yes, he said that there was a lot of yelling from CM Punk as well, a lot of yelling and profanities. And look, man, what's your thoughts on DJ Wookie's experience?
Sounds like it was pretty gory back there. No, just kind of. I mean, I will say Jungle Boy did go through some real glass, so that could be the blood.
Right.
Although we saw CM Punk come out looking like unscathed, so that should tell you something else. But I mean, that's more info than we've gotten in however so long. And knowing Samoa Joe was the Hawaiian guy that said, "Hey man, forget all that. Let's go out there." I can see Samoa Joe. I could buy that because Samoa Joe ain't probably playing. Like, man, what we doing? This the biggest show, man. Y'all better get up on my way. CM Punk, man, come out here, Phil.
Okay. And I'm on Wrestling Observer retelling the story, and I totally forgot to mention Tony Khan's part of what Tony Khan had said. I gotta actually find the extra.
Well,
quote.
see, the same quote that they said Tony Khan said in the audio, DJ Wu Kid said Samoa Joe's. He said the big Hawaiian guy said it.
Ooh, got you.
That's why I seen like it was a discrepancy where some people thought he was saying Tony Khan said it, but when you think about when he said it, he was like, yeah, the big dude was like, F that, this our moment and da 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 da. Everybody, let's go out there and wrestle. I think it just got misconstrued that people thought because I can't see Tony Khan saying that. That's really why I'm saying that for real. I'm just denying it because no, you can't come on there. I'm scared for my life, and you was back there. Everybody get your ass, get out there now. No, you can't say that and then come out talking about I was scared.
Well, that's the thing. Let me put it says Kid says Tony Khan was screaming at Punk, saying something about him ruining the moment for everyone, and get the fuck out there and wrestle. You don't believe that at all?
No.
Joe that said that?
Yes, I can see Samoa Joe saying that to him because him and Punk go way back. He probably just like, man, quit, messing around and let's get out here. Tony Khan would have been like, Phil, can you stop, Phil, please? This is all in. It's the greatest show ever. Everything's going great so far. You're messing it up, Phil. Wait, I ain't gonna do the other part. But no, I just can't see. I just can't see it. Maybe that's Tony Khan. I don't know. I
was like, what the hell? I was like, we okay? I had to look underneath the bed. I'm like, what's happening? I'm like, what's going on here? Justin says, love how Woo Kid says, I'm not gonna talk about it, then proceeds to talk about it. That's like
he's just like me for real.
Man. That's like every rapper. You see, like the dude that was a part of the Tupac hit. The dude that was a part of the group that killed Tupac. And he was just like, I ain't gonna talk about it. What happened was in my book. If you want to know about it, it's in my book. Then the guy's like, well, you said in your book that you shot Tupac. Nah, I didn't shot him. My homie had the gun, and he was reaching out the window, and he had a black ski mask on with a tattoo on his hand said, I killed Tupac. I'm like, you explaining exactly what's going on. Like the FBI is like taking notes, like, And then at the end of it, I ain't gonna say too much though. I ain't gonna talk about it though.
Like you said enough, pal.
I'm gonna keep it G. I ain't gonna snitch. I ain't gonna tell you that boy got robbed over there on 55th Avenue in Lawrence with the dude that had on. But like, it's like he started. It's like, no, bro, you stop it. Justin says at this point, the only people I'll believe about the whole brawl situation is the people involved in it, and we won't even be able to hear from them. We know they NDA'd up. They can't do. It's sad, man. I won't. Tony Khan ain't gonna say nothing because he was scared for his life.
He don't want to go back to that moment.
How long does NDAs last?
All your life? No, I'm just kidding. I really don't know. I really don't because
I feel like some have a deadline, but I don't know if there's got to be something that's forever though. But I don't know. I don't know.
It's something I will research and I will get back to everybody. I mean, granted, everybody else can do it too, but I'm gonna do it because I'm just taking the time, I mean, look, we're 2024. We really don't have to be that clueless. I mean, we can because that's how you find answers.
You calling our viewers clueless? But this man is insane.
I said we. I'm a part of the people. If I'm gonna assault
No,
anybody, we all
I'm
in
not
this
calling
together.
I'm not calling the fans clueless. Look, I'm just.
Do they know everything? Because I sure
Man,
don't.
bro, why are you frying them, Justin? I'm so
I'm
sorry.
being for real with
Oh,
them.
man.
No, you can know a lot, but you will never know everything. You just won't.
You know what? I'm still gotta send out a heel turn apology for this man's heel turn. For this man's turn.
I don't know everything.
The reverend C line. This is the heel turn. The heel turn of Devin Lee Crimes. The one we've been waiting for.
Like Drew McIntyre.
I feel like Drew McIntyre. Justin says that's what happens when you hang around 50 Cent. What was Wu Kid doing there anyway? Trying to get AEW or having him water his sponsor? No, they already got.
Like, is it Justin? What you doing here anyway?
Nah, they already got.
Don't
the
even
Wu
go
Kid
here.
drinks.
The Wu Kid energy drink.
The Wu Kid energy drinks. Yeah, that's what he's just doing some work with Ric Flair. Not that type of work.
The
He's
look.
doing some work with Ric Flair.
The kid meal, the kids meal for the Wu wings, the Wu Kid wings.
But like you said, it is 2024. But I don't know. It's feeling like 2023. You want to know why it feels like 2023?
Because it was a few weeks ago.
Because well, no, mainly because 2023 feels like 2024 because it's the same thing. Roman Reigns still ain't wrestling, still not showing up to events, still not performing, doing his job that he's paid millions of dollars to do. But Devin, Roman Reigns is not scheduled for WWE Elimination Chamber. So The Rock versus Reigns is not happening in Australia. And it says there was speculation that this is going to happen at the Elimination Chamber. Dave Meltzer, wow. Dave Meltzer reports that Reigns isn't scheduled for the event and there are no plans for him to be added right now. The show is being held at the Optus Stadium in Perth, Australia on Saturday, February 24th. And Meltzer wrote regarding Reigns versus Rock match. While I presume it's WrestleMania and could possibly be a three-way with Cody Rhodes, wow. But I don't think that it will come out until many weeks from now. Jesus Christ, Meltzer. What we did have confirmed is that Australia rumors aren't accurate. Reigns is not even scheduled for the show. He hasn't even been advertised. There are no plans for him, and there's no date as of right now. Devin, your thoughts of your favorite wrestler just being lazy as hell, not wrestling anymore?
I mean, it's not really much I can say anymore. I mean, he not really helping my case. I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to see the cup halfway full, but I can't because. All right, look. The only way I was on board with Roman versus The Rock right now was at Elimination Chamber. And I figured with the stadium that they're aiming for, I'm like, that's perfect. You know, that's not like some gymnasium they'll be in. This is big money, big people, big arena, stadium, I said. But I'm not trying to see them have this match at WrestleMania. Because that's the thing. We had too many other stories we've been attached to for a year now with Cody Rhodes. I don't want to see that man get shitted out of a main event. He's supposed to be trying to finish the story. You know, that's like I said, I was on board with The Rock and Roman because I just want to see that match. I really just want to see the build up to it. But I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it overshadow and take the spot of a match that has been built since last year. You know, it's just we can't do this like we did 10 years ago with John Cena and The Rock because that was messed up back then as well. And we need to do better. They brought CM Punk was a dominant WWE champion for a year. Didn't even get to main event. Didn't even get to walk into that next WrestleMania with the championship. And I mean, I get it. People will look at it like, well, it was The Rock and John Cena. That would have probably drew you more eyes, drew you more money. And I get that. But that's what I'm saying. There you go, building up somebody. Oh, we just gonna lean back to The Rock. Oh, we just gonna lean back to John Cena. You know, forget these people you gotta watch every day. It's the same horse that we be beating on, man. Not like that, but you get what I mean. You know, because I don't advocate for any horse getting abused.
So
I play Red Dead Redemption.
So are you upset at the fact that The Rock
Roman not gonna be Elimination Chamber? Yeah, I am.
But are you?
I'm very disappointed in him, man.
I'm very disappointed in him. It's like you just wag your finger. I'm very disappointed in that man.
Let me tell you something, Liaki, man. I don't know who you think you is. It wasn't no problem for you to come last year. Last year, they was even in a smaller venue in Montreal.
Yep.
Now, granted, that was a great atmosphere, great. Everything was built up perfectly. Now, I don't know why he felt he can't do it this year. I mean, granted, I'm just old Devin. I'm just some, small town, guy here, for now. But I just don't understand, man. I mean, I've been trying to defend it, but I'm starting to get it because it's like, dude, we ramping up. Momentum is high. It's the road to WrestleMania. Why you not gonna be at Elimination Chamber? Why?
And even Justice says, if this is remotely true, then my excitement for Mania is gonna drop massively. Rock and Roman at Elimination Chamber. Rock and Roman at Elimination Chamber was and is the perfect way the route to WrestleMania could go. And that's the thing about that. To be honest, I don't really care about Rock and Roman, to be honest. I already know the outcome. I'm sitting at the head of the table. Bro, sit down. You got like 5 movies this year. Like, come on. Like, I already know what's going to happen. When you ain't finna wrestle seriously, it's going to be like a John Cena match. I like to see John Cena. I like to watch the promos, Pauls. I like to watch the promos and all that. But at the end of the day, I know when he starts wrestling, I know what I'm going to get. A half-assed wrestler. I'm not going to get... I'm probably get the 5 moves of doom, but that's about it. You'll get with The Rock. With The Rock, you'll get his 2 punches. Look at the hand. He'll punch you again. You'll get the spine buster, the people's elbow. You'll get the rock bottom, and then you're done. That's what you got for that match. That's what we're gonna see from The Rock. And then, but for Rock and Roman, we're just gonna get a headlock. Roman with the headlock. But you won't be a movie star. You in the ring with me, and we in Australia. I'm gonna beat you with a kangaroo after this match. Like, it's just like you're just watching Roman pretty much talk crap to him, put him in a headlock for 30 minutes. And then they do comebacks here and there, near falls, and then that's it. That's why I could care less about Roman versus Rock. Now, Roman versus Cody, I care about. I need that to still happen. Ain't nobody trying to watch no triple threat bull jive. I don't care about nothing about that. We got 2 nights of WrestleMania. One night, pause, is supposed to be reserved for CM Punk and Seth. The other night, I want Roman and Cody. Pause. Like, I just gotta throw the extra pause on that one. But it's just like, that's what I need to see for Mania. If that's the case, because you could kind of argue that this was like Roman and Cody is kind of like and this is very loose though, very, very loose. It's kind of like John Cena and The Rock because they had that one match, and afterwards it was like, oh man, it's cool, let's run this back. And Cody, as soon as he lost that Mania, oh, that's cool. I'm still gonna finish the story though. Like, it's like it's still gonna happen. And yet, it's just going to reroute all the way back to Mania. You thought you was only going to get it once. It was so nice you had to see it twice type of deal. So it's like, you can't do Cody Rhodes like that. You can't do Cody Rhodes like that, and you can't put CM Punk in a position like that either, to where he could potentially miss out on the spot at Mania, depending on what happens in the situation. So that's just my thoughts on it.
Exactly. You can't let Dwayne do this to CM Punk 10 years, again. You just can't. He did it 10 years ago, and it makes even less sense to do it now because when the last time we seen The Rock have a full match? It's been, yes. I mean, life has been changed drastically since this man put on a full match.
He even says Rock and Roman. Justin says Rock and Roman at Chamber was the only way that doesn't mess up anything. And now it's officially messed up.
Because think about it. I didn't mean to cut you. I'm sorry. It would have been perfect. Roman could have went up to The Rock, and, they would have built it like it's the great one. It's The Rock, if you smell. And he beat The Rock, and it's like, man, I'll beat The Rock. I beat my own cousin, man. Forget him. He old news, bro. He should never came here. And then Cody stepped back up to him, and then Cody beats Roman at WrestleMania. That made Cody look like, dang, okay. And then obviously Roman gonna go and stay at home even longer and let Cody go on this, massive run. It'll work, and that's what we want to see. That's what everybody was pandering for last year. Now is the best time because now it feels earned. When you finally hear that 3 and he win, you'll be like, man, you know what happened last year? Who cares? Hard time make better men. It's right there. It's perfect. We're playing. See, there they go. Dwayne, going back to Hollywood, man. You messed up the DC universe, and you finna mess up the WWE universe, man. Go sit down somewhere. Black Adam ain't do nothing, so no. You wanted to fight Superman so bad, you ain't finna fight Roman with the Superman punch. No, go on and do another Jumanji or something, man.
I liked Black Adam until I saw it twice. When I saw it the second time, I was like, all right. I was like, this was what I thought it was.
See what I'm saying? It's just I don't know, man. The Rock just it's too late. You know, it would have been fine like 3 years ago, but we got other heavy hitters now. Heavy hitters that we see every week.
Well, we do got 8 minutes left. We got two topics left to go through. Real quick, Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits are named the Pride. Love it or hate it.
I mean, I like the theme of Three Lions, but I just feel like it's I don't know. It just don't come off threatening. But then again, it could change. I mean, I right now I'm standing at I'm not feeling it, Mr. Krabs. The Pride.
Justice says I've been saying Roman pulling double duty at Mania was a way they could go, but in my opinion, Punk coming back really threw a wrench into everything and nullified that option. I really like that idea, but even then, I don't want Roman Reigns to work twice. He could barely work twice. He could barely work twice now. He can't even work once a month. Like so, it's kind of hard for him to work back to back days, especially him getting that huge paycheck if he does something like that. Oh, you gonna man, they gonna be out there with pitchforks. You mean to tell me Roman wrestling 20 matches a year, and now he gets back to back
two
Mania?
spots.
Oh man. If I'm Seth, I'd be like, I'm sorry, you my shield brother, but I'm ready to throw a shield at your forehead, bro. Like, you ain't finna do this. I'm sorry. But, yeah, the Pride. Not a fan. Not a fan of the Pride. It sounds like a LGBTQ matches.
Like I said, I get the theme of Three Lions, but it could be a better way of going about it. What about the Pack or something? No, that still don't work.
I like the Pack.
I see. It's just like I don't know. The Pride just don't scare me. Like the Pride.
Whoa,
okay.
What you trying to say? Whoa.
I'm saying like in terms of just like I just looked at them. I didn't see it. Like it just doesn't hit you like Evolution. Bloodline. Hold on, give me a second.
Look, he said Bloodline. Well, stop right there. Bloodline. That's all you got. That's all I got for you.
All I'm saying is the Pride just like I said, I'm saying initially I ain't feeling it, but my opinion can always change because they haven't even said it verbally yet. I might hear it from Bobby and be like, okay. I doubt it because it's Bobby. But we remain to be seen. Why? Trying to paint me as a villain.
I was going to talk about the Young Bucks, but it looks like we're going to be running out of time right here. Devin, you want to do a show tomorrow?
I have to get back to you with that because out here we got a lot of snowfall, and I ain't talking about the great show that I watched last year. And it's been kind of look. I know we get it every year, but for some reason people just act like it's brand new every year. Like, oh my God, snow! I've never seen this stuff before. Why is it everywhere? So I'll have to get back to you on that.
Yeah, say no more. We can't leave Justin hanging. He says if Brock and Roman happens at Mania, then it's completely pointless to have Cody lose last year. That's right. Go through adversity and nonsense and even tease the rematch with the face-to-face they had. That's facts. It was just, a big waste. He also says the name isn't too bad. Just think they could have came up with something more interesting. The Pride.
The Almighty Prophets, man.
That's not bad. The Almighty Prophets is actually pretty dope.
It's already there.
You know what? I'm a vouch for you to be on the creative team. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write a strongly worded letter.
Man, Roman finna be champion for 10 years, bro. Quit playing. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I just rescinded.
Wait, I was.
This letter is now officially getting sent to Tony Khan. I was like, hey, you can work there.
Oh, he ain't gonna listen to me.
Matter of fact, I think there's a dude that lives in your state that he kind of likes wrestling, bro. But I don't know how much he likes wrestling right now, bro. But
Pat McAfee?
Bro. You and him like wrestling.
Chill out.
So
no, come on.
You and him together.
What is you doing? Don't do this. Don't do that.
Indiana, though.
I don't want to know either. I'm about to move now since you just said it. Illinois is really not too far away. Not that I'm not too keen about going over there, but no, don't. I told you I hate being associated with that man in any way. I just don't. I don't agree with nothing he say.
Yeah, same here. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He can say 2 + 2 is 4, and I'm gonna be like, bro, it's 5. That's it. They just
you
changed it. It's wrong.
Well, look, then turn this to a positive. Is there anything you want to say before we close this show out?
Cause I'm gonna definitely turn this into a positive. Quit playing. We was on the left side of number line, but now we on the right side because we keeping it positive. You know, we ain't. You know, it ain't worth it. It really ain't. But what is worth it is me letting y'all go on this perfectly good Friday. You know, I've been snowed in all day, but it is what it is. I'm gonna fight my way out of that stuff, man. I'm gonna get my what they call them hair dryer things. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Obviously, I ain't got that much hair, so that's why the term isn't really with me. But before I further embarrass myself, I'm gonna hand it over to my co-host, the number one hater in the nation. Maybe that's why he hate, because I can't get my words right. Isaiah Jackson Jr. Just bring him back. Bring him on back, cause yeah, I know. Yeah. You know what?
Did you just call
Michael Jordan?
Did you just call me the number one Haitian? That was insane. The number one Haitian. I'm like, this man racist. I was like, there's no way.
It was a mistake. Look, it was a mistake. You know what? Everybody ain't perfect. Didn't I say everybody clueless and ain't perfect? You know, I'm not either.
Number one Haitian. I was like, I know I'm a little.
I mean, if you do a little ancestry, you never know. I don't know what I'm. I could be Irish for all I know. It'd be kind of cool. Don't know. I mean, I could have just said something you don't even know. You probably be like, man, let me check this. Devin, man, it's crazy. I am part Haitian. They never knew. But maybe you're not, and it was still a mistake.
You're not gonna justify it talking to me about talking me into being Asian, being something I'm not. This man trying to make me into something I'm not. That's insane.
When you put it that way.
He said the number one. He said the number one Haitian. It was like when Riddle was talking to Oscar, and he was like, you know what, just screw it.
You know, it kind of was. I was like, you know what, I gone this far, and you know, it's like driving the wrong way. It's like, well, shoot, man, if I didn't went this far, I might as well just go back home.
To be honest, I might stream tomorrow just to play that, because I'm gonna work on an intro before we dip. I'm gonna work on an intro tomorrow morning, and I'm actually I'll send it to you, and we'll it's gonna look real nice. It'll look real dope. But look, man, Justin comes in. Awesome show as always, guys. Look, it's always awesome. Justin. It's always a fun time. Look, man, appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Well, we might be back tomorrow, or if not, we're looking at Sunday. I'm pretty sure Devin got Monday off because of Martin Luther King Jr. Did you get Monday off?
We do.
You jerk.
We do. We got us up. Well, I used to not have it, but times have changed, and you know they decided to give a brother a day off.
I asked
for a brother.
I was like, are we coming in? He was like, well, there are going to be 2 shows here tomorrow. I'm like, why? I mean, why? Why? Do you not care about that man?
Gotta fight.
Gotta fight, man. Gotta fight for it. But anyway, outside of the foolishness, thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, we're going to figure out what's going on. But look, at the end of the day, we will be back. We'll see you guys next time.
Del Morgan gonna win the women's Money in the Bank this year, and that's all I'm gonna say.
You don't believe that.
Lil Morgan to do, man. You want her to?
I want her to beat competition. That's what I want. He hasn't been convincing at all. She was getting her ass beat by Becky Lynch, ass beat by Rhea Ripley.
Becky Lynch had to cheat to beat her. They literally bring that up in the story. No, come back here. No. You're not finna rain on my Lil Morgan parade, dog.
Let's move on.
No, we're not moving on. No.
Y'all ain't see that. Y'all ain't see that.